Everyone expresses their passion in different ways. Some people draw, some people make music, some people write. But me, I make calzones. A calzone is, how should I say, the ultimate intersectionality. When one combines cooking, masterful execution, and love, an unforgettable experience is assured. Hello, my name is Zachary Hepner, and I've been making calzones consistently and frequently for over a year now, adding up to over 50 calzones, which I have assisted in or created myself. This work was in affiliation with the Calzone Instagram account on Instagram, which I am an executive producer for. Calzone Instagram is an organization of artists dedicated to their craft and to sharing the beauty of calzones with the whole world. Today I will be teaching you how to make a calzone that you can be proud of. The calzone making and eating experience is one that brings people together towards a common goal: happiness. Making calzones with the ones you love is a powerful bonding experience that requires care and deliberate thought. This process involves preparation, construction, and baking. Before you start anything else, here are the prerequisites you need to make a calzone. First, you're going to need an oven, a rolling pin, utensils such as fork, knife, basting brush, or a tool to spread your sauce, a pizza stone, which is optional, a pizza peel, which is optional, ingredients, and that'll be including any meaty or cheesy fillings of your desiring, as well as dough, which also has an asterisk because it is optional whether you make it yourself or not. Now, if you do choose to make your own dough, there are a couple things to keep in mind. The recipe that I have found most successful to be the King Arthur Neapolitan-style pizza crust, which you can find in my references. The King Arthur Test Kitchen says about this dough in their 2022 article, its silky smooth texture creates an easy-to-shape dough that yields a wonderfully chewy, crispy crust. I personally can verify this as I have made this dough several times, and it has been wonderful every time. You should preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. This is necessary because it will create a more even and complete cook. Additionally, if you have your pizza stone, you'll want to throw it in now, before you preheat the oven so it gets significantly hot. Pizza stones are extremely beneficial to a good calzone and will significantly up your calzone game. In their 2021 article titled, How to Use a Pizza Stone in the Oven, Food Network Kitchen writes, pizza stones exist because most regular home ovens don't get hot enough to properly cook certain styles of pizza. Thinner crust styles like Neapolitan and New York style pizzas tend to suffer from the lower heat of a home oven, which is why the crust is never quite right without a stone, no matter how much you labored over making the perfect dough. Rolling out your dough. Make sure that your dough is nearly circular, that you're rolling downward through the whole dough with equal force to ensure that your dough is of equal thickness, and that you're frequently moving your dough. The last step will ensure that your dough is never sticking, and if it does ever stick when you try to move your dough, you can add extra flour, which is the next thing. Make sure to avoid using too little flour, as this will lead to much difficulties. Here is an example video of people demonstrating these techniques. In the top, you can see someone using full and complete even strokes. And then in this next clip, you're going to see someone demonstrating the technique of moving and rotating your dough to ensure it's never sticking. And in this last shot, you can see someone using ample flour to make sure that they don't run into any difficulties. Now, here's the part of the build where you can really share creativity and determine the flavor palette of your calzone. To one side of the circular dough, place your ingredients and make sure to leave a good amount of room at the top so you can fold it later. Avoid overstuffing your calzone in order to be able to fold it as well. Now, it's finally time to fold your calzone. To execute this fold, you're going to have to grab the side with more dough, gently lift it up, and flip it over the other side. The goal is to have both halves of your calzone line up to create a pocket of delight. Be careful when flipping it over, however, and be sure to be gentle and deliberate because this could easily cause a hole in your dough. Here is a demonstration video of this exact process, very gentle, just lining up the edges. Ensure your edges are sealed properly afterwards and give them a good crimp to make sure there's no holes so you can have a proper air pocket. It is now time to move your calzone into the oven. Take your calzone to the stone with your peeler cutting board and use gravity to slide it off. Once done, you may now close up the oven. Now that your calzone is in the oven, it is not time to rest. You must still be deliberate and make some important decisions. Frequently check on your calzone to assess the quality of the bake. After every time you check, estimate how much longer you will need, and check again at that point until you reach the desired cook quality.
Now all you have to do is take the calzone out and serve. Prepare for an exquisite evening of munching.
To review our main points, the first thing is preparation. This involves shopping and preheating. Construction involves creativity and attention to detail. Baking involves strong management and decision making. All of these steps require deliberate thought, and the work done in your calzone will bring you and your loved ones closer together. Remember to go out there and spend some quality time with your friends and family, improving your craft. Every calzone better than the last.
Thank you so much for watching this video. You can find us and all of our work at Calzonestagram on Instagram. DM us for any questions and be sure to check out what we've done. Have a wonderful day. Here are my references.